Surround sound recordings.
It's back.
All right. Guys, welcome to the podcast. I want to make sure everybody can hear me okay. Can you guys hear me okay? In the comments, let me know right now. Can you hear the audio okay? We've had some tricky things happening with the audio. Let's see here. What's everybody saying? They said, love the song. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know right now. Type it in the comment section. Everything looks good on my end. All right, great. All right, welcome to NEXXTIME. We are back, guys. And I want to let you guys know, first and foremost, before we get into this thing, this is going to be a special edition of NEXXTIME. We got some, things that we do want to talk about here. And I just, I haven't been feeling good, these past few days. Has been really crazy. And I put that video out, and I just want to thank everybody who, sent prayers up for me, well wishes and all of that. I really appreciate you guys. I don't know if you can hear, but my voice is a little hoarse. But, we're going to get this thing going. We got a very special guest. You guys know who the guest is tonight. I just want to give a big shout out to everybody that's tuning in with us live. We're just getting this thing cracking off. Big shout out to Mike Smith, Floyd, Autumn, Emily Graham, I see you, Gina. Oh man, they just loading in right now, Cyber. Carmela A, Lindy, Ellinger. Man, did I forget anybody, man? I'm just scrolling up and seeing all the amazing, wonderful, beautiful people who are tuned into the podcast right now. We are live and we just getting things cracked off. I want to thank everybody for tuning in live and welcome to the podcast. We getting it going. Yeah. This is NEXXTIME, guys. This is the Saturday night edition of NEXXTIME, man, and I have a very, very, very special guest to the right of me, my great friend. First TI I ever connected with on any level, on it was a Pinecone Utopia. There was a live stream going on 2017. This is documented. This will never be forgotten. I was afraid. I was shaking in my Timberland boots. I was typing in the comment section just like you guys are typing in right now. And this beautiful soul to the right of me was basically the only one who acknowledged that I was even there and responded to me, man. And, and gave me her email address that day, and we just kept in touch. And, that from that moment, that evolved to what it is today. We are great friends. You guys seen her on YouTube. You guys seen her on NEXXTIME with, the late great Duhas. Rest in peace to Duhas. Everybody, welcome Cyber Reconnaissance to the podcast. Welcome to NEXXTIME, Cyber. It's great to have you back. We're going to get into it. Yeah. All right, Cyber. We have so much to talk about, Cyber. Make sure. Can you guys hear Cyber clear? Make sure we can hear Cyber clear. We got to get the audio straight, and we're gonna get this thing rolling. Cyber, there's so much to talk about, man. So much to talk about. Yeah. How you been doing, man? How you been holding up, man? The people on YouTube have been extremely worried about you, man, and they want to know if you're okay, and what's been going on with you, man, since the last time we heard from you.
Well, I'm okay. I moved from California because things were not going so well for me there, and I'm in Houston.
Okay.
where I started in 2000.
Okay. Okay, great. Great.
That's what's up.
Great. So you want to talk to us a little bit about, you know, what was going on in California?
Well, you know, I was homeless and I was being targeted consistently. And, you
Oh,
know,
man.
Duhas came out there and we made that video. And then, you know, we hung out for a while. And I went all the way to Texas, actually, to get him and came back. And,
Yeah.
you know, we thought we could, he thought he could make a difference because of what he knew, right? But I think what he knew got him, you know, killed. So I think that your friend that died recently within the last day or two,
Yeah, we're going to get...
Boss. I mean, there's so many people that are dying right now.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Yeah, man. It's so many, you know, we're losing a lot of good people in the TI community, man. And, you know, I think it's important that we shout those people out and, you know, keep those people in our prayers and our memories, man. And it's such a, you know, a tragedy, man. And even, you know, when these things happen, man, and, you know, and I definitely, you know, want to talk about that. But, you know, right now, you know, we're just, it's just good to have you back on the podcast again, Cyber, man. And, you know, I just want to ask a few questions, man. Like, so the transition, and we actually, you know, we actually got a chance to meet in St. Louis, and, you know, we hung out and spent some time out there. And which was totally awesome, man. It was a pleasure to, you know, to meet you in real life. But could you tell me like, what is the difference, you know, between Texas living and California living, like as far as the targeting is concerned? Like,
well, California, I would say, was a lot more obvious. You know?
Okay.
And then Houston is less obvious in a lot of ways, but you still see the street theater going on, cars wrecking in front of you and that kind of stuff. And
yeah,
I don't see a lot of the gang stalking per se. I do think that once they tap into certain people with remote neural monitoring and like voice to skull, where I really think they have different versions of it, right? Where they can actually make you hear voices, or maybe you don't hear voices, you just have thoughts that aren't your own, right? And I think they put those thoughts into our family, and why our family is like, we feel like we're being targeted by even our family. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like that's why. It's because it's remote controlled, like Matrix shit.
Okay. Okay. Absolutely, man. You're getting a lot of love here in the comments, man. Mike Smith says, much respect to Cyber. Mike Smith says, she's gorgeous, whoever she is. Mike, that's a Cyber reconnaissance, man. Loud and clear, man. She is definitely heavily targeted and going through some things, man. And she was on the front lines, man. Like, she was actually, you know, one of the people who got a chance to actually do a podcast with the late, great Dr. Help me out, Cyber. Dr. Paul Marco.
Dr. Paul Marco.
There we go. There we go. Dr. Paul Marco. Big shout out to him. Rest in peace to him. You know, sometimes, you know, our minds get zapped and stuff. But yeah, man, the late, great Paul Marco, man. How was it, you know, getting a chance to do, you know, that interview with him and actually getting a chance to, you know, get to know that guy? He's an awesome guy, man. He actually was one of the forefathers of getting these things together, you know. How was it to get a chance to
it was,
you know?
He's a great guy, you know what I mean? And he was really open in a lot of ways, and he's a lot of other stuff out there that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you look at a lot of his stuff, you know, I'm not one into religion at all, right? But the way he presents it is quite spectacular. And he has like a lot of things in his work that are just really just mind-blowing and just things that you could open the possibilities to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was a great guy, and he was a forerunner runner and getting everybody together as TIs.
Right.
You know, and the sad part is Vice News did that piece on TIs. It discredited us, and we keep getting discredited in mass media because people don't want to see it for what it is. Okay, they just don't. They want to be blind to it, have apathy to it, because then that means they have to expect a different paradigm of anything they believed about the U.S. government. You know,
Right.
and that's my big problem with it, because should not be allowed. This is why we had Nuremberg trials of the Nazi Germany. You know what I mean? And it's roosting in the United States of America, and we're allowing it.
Absolutely.
And that's why we're having these divides with Black Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, and we're having all these divides for, you know, right versus left, and it's turning into this thing where they can just pull us apart. You know what I mean? And it's like them doing that's going to create a civil war in our country, which is exactly what they want, to bring on the police state. I mean, that's why that wall's going up, regardless of what you think Trump. Even Obama was for it, and so was Clinton. So it doesn't really matter who wants to put up the damn wall. I think Trump is a puppet, but if we think about being gang stalked and the fact that they can remote control people, imagine them just remote controlling Trump. I mean, it wouldn't be that fucking hard, I'm sure. Sorry.
Okay. So, you know, Dr. Paul Marco was an interesting, great guy. And guys, if you want to check out that interview, man, you need to check. I don't know if you guys even know, but Pinecone Utopia is an awesome. Also, it was like one of the first, you know, informational channels on YouTube that I discovered. And I actually saw him. I saw Romola D on there. Big shout out to her. I saw Dr. Eric Karlstrom. You know, and these are the forerunners that are, you know, these guys are putting out this information, and you know, Dr. Paul Marco lost his life last year, man, and it hurt, you know, like I just keep seeing us all just dropping off one by one, you know, and it's sad, man, and you know, it's like man, it's just heartbreaking, you know, to just think about all the people who are, you know, falling victim to this thing, man. And a big shout out to Prophecy End of Days. I see you. She says, hi, Autumn. Hi, Nexx. Big shout out to Pam Marshall. Hi, Cyber. Love you too, girl. Carmela A says, I agree with Cyber about the wall situation. Autumn. Big shout out to Autumn. Man, everybody's in the chat right now. Big shout out. Welcome, you guys. Welcome to the podcast. I see you guys. Yes. This is Next Time, guys. The best time. We are back on Saturday night edition with my friend Cyber Reconnaissance, man. And we have a lot to talk about here. You know, we got a lot of things going on with us right now, and Cyber is okay. So just recently, you know, I came down with this terrible illness, right? And this thing put me on my behind, I want to say, for like this whole week, you know, like Tuesday I started feeling this thing, and then boom, Wednesday I was down for the count, Thursday, Friday, you know, and here we are Saturday, and I'm just now, you know, getting up, and you know, and you revealed too recently that you came down with something. Is that correct?
Yeah, let's see, that would be Thursday night.
Yeah.
I was in the bathroom on and off. It seems like the stomach flu, I guess, would call it. I thought it was food poisoning, but I had to leave work today, which is why I'm able to do the podcast, was because I was still feeling sick. And because of the job I've had to take, which is such, not that it's demeaning to be a waitress, it's not. But when you start off as like an accountant and in doing software migration, it is a big downward turn from your old life. You know, I'm not stupid. I have degrees and stuff, and that's why they came after me, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just like, I've had to recover from that as best as I can. So I'm working as a waitress at a steakhouse in Houston, and I got sick Thursday night, which I was off. Friday, I had to call in sick from work, and if I don't work, I don't make money. And today, I had to leave work sick around 7 o'clock when it started getting busy because my stomach started fucking hurting yet again. And I had to leave work because I didn't want to basically be sick at their fucking restaurant.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. And, you know, I see that a lot of people in the TI community, you know, when I posted that video today and letting people know because this is the third time. Actually, this is the most intense time because the times that happened to me in Michigan, it was like a 24-hour thing. It was like I was down for the day. I was puking. I was pooping. I had those shivers. I was like bugging. I was like, man, it felt like I was fighting for my life. I had these pains pulsating through my body. And I just thought, I don't know, I just thought it was like food poisoning or something at first. But then when it happened again, I was just like, wait a minute. Like, I was laying in the bed. I'm sitting there thinking all day, like, man, they might be doing this to me. You know, and I thought about it and I looked and I'm like, man, they might be doing this to more than me. This might be happening in the community. I put the video out and then I reached out to you. You said, yo, I'm going through this too. And then, you know, a couple other TIs, I talked to J-Ma. She said that happened to her. My boy Truth said he was going through the same thing. And then I looked in all my comments and almost everybody is going through this. I'm like, man, is this some kind of attack on TIs or something? Some kind of biological warfare or something? What do you think about that, Cyber?
Right. Well, if you look at my Twitter page, I put up that I don't know how accurate the document is, if it's a forgery, but I found this document online through, you know, I'm always doing bullshit research on this stuff because there's a lot of stuff going on that the DoD is doing that maybe is true, maybe it's not, but Haas even said that they have the ability after spraying us with their aerosol injections, which is nanotechnology.
Okay.
They literally have the ability to make people sick.
Yeah.
So all of us sick at once is not unlike the suicide that's happening. You know what I mean? It's still the same people doing it to us. And basically, Duhas pinpointed them to Florida, who were his particular targeters.
Yeah.
And they were on an Army base, and I found one in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
Now, people that were remote neural monitoring and giving them V2K, they actually spoke about the schools their children were at, where they lived. And I've seen, if I've transcribed our video that we did with Du, and as I go through it, I'm finding that he actually knew the base that they were at, or he pinpointed it pretty accurately, because they drove up to his house in South Carolina with Florida tags.
Really?
And
wow.
So when he reported Joshua Pierce, who's a sergeant first class at the U.S. Army, based out of Orlando, Florida, at the synthetic training environment, it's called, right? It's called One World Terrain. They're doing it right there. The U.S. Army's bragging about it online. They're the one that hacked into Du and started screwing with him. And now all of a sudden he committed suicide. He says on that video, I even have the timestamp, where he says that they were going to kill him when they were done doing testing on him. And sure enough, he died at Christmas. Just enough time to ruin his whole family's Christmas.
Yeah. He actually...
And he stayed when we videoed with him.
Yeah, he actually called
So what does that mean?
He actually called me on Christmas. And he told me, he was like, yo, Nexx, they're going to kill me, bro. And I was like, no. I was like, don't talk like that, man. I was like, don't think like that. You know, we're going to make it. We got this stuff going. You know, I was like, you know, we starting the movement. We got all these things going. And Cyber, like, he didn't even sound like himself. You know how Duhas is like, you know, his energy, it was like he sounded broken and defeated. You know, I was just like, man, like, you know, and at the time I was out in Michigan and I was telling him, like, yo, man, why don't you come out here, bro? Like, come out here. It's like, I'm not going to make it, bro. You know, it's like, they're going to kill me. And, you know, I was just like, man, I was just thinking maybe he was having a bad day, but I never thought that was going to be the last time I talked to him. You know?
That was not him. That was him going to the Pentagon and going to the U.S. Capitol and him doing all of those things. Once he started doing those things and he'd reported them to the FBI, reported them to NATO, the UN, he had went through the Army chain of command.
Yeah.
He had gone all those things, and him doing all of that, I think, got him labeled for termination. It's no different than a Nazi concentration camp, trust me.
Man.
It's a wireless prison, as Alex Jones calls it.
Okay. Wireless prison. Man, oh man. Big shout out to everybody tuning in, man. They got the comment sections going lit right now. Can you see that? Can you read the comments too, Cyber?
What did he say?
Can you see what the people are saying in the comment section?
Yeah, sometimes I'm trying to, like, you know, give the camera full attention so I don't, like, look down all the time. But yeah, no, I am.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, if you want to glance at the comment section here, there's so many comments going on. Big shout out to Tanae. I see. Right. I see you, Tanae. Let's see here. Self-contented. I see you. She said, "I've been okay. No sickness. Okay, good for you, man." New Creation says, "I plead the blood of Jesus over all the airways. It is yes and amen." Okay. All right. I'm getting some emails here. I don't know why this is happening right now, but all right. Let's see here, man. Gina Shelton says, "They're going over my home and spraying it. I've been so sick. My belly rumbles like something live is in my whole body. I've been trying to detox. The fibers are live and okay." Yeah, Gina, I'm sorry that you're going through that, man. Prophecy End of the Day says, "I keep getting buffering, not on any other videos." Man, if that keeps happening, Prophecy, just refresh the browser, and it'll come back, and it shouldn't be a problem anymore. If that happens to anybody, please let me know. Type it in the comment section. This is Next Time, guys. We're doing a Saturday night edition with Cyber Recon. And, this is a podcast, interactive podcast for the people. It's for you, for me, for Cyber, everybody tuning in live. Don't forget, if you guys feel called at any time to, chime in on what we're talking about or anything, or you just want to call, you can call us up. There's a number that streams along the bottom. Call us up. You can give us a shout out. Just let us know how you feeling or whatever. We would definitely be happy to hear from you, man, because we are all about the people. Okay, guys? And I just want to thank you guys for tuning in to Next Time. So you said something earlier, Cyber, that was interesting. You touched on that Vice documentary, and you said something about how, the media likes to put a spin on, what we're going through, and kind of make it look like we're nut jobs or mental cases, right?
Psychological dysfunction, as I'd like to call it.
Yeah, and I think that, it's interesting, man, because we know that, the mainstream media, I mean, all the way down to the news, down to the sitcoms, to the cartoons, all of this stuff, it's all controlled, right? It's all controlled, and they have a narrative that they want to come with, and, and I think that is very important that we keep each other informed, and we have our own documentaries, and we have our own, informationals and great sources of, videos and channels that we can go to get the 100% information. And, your channel was one of those channels that was it for me, Cyber. Like honestly, I remember when we first talked on, we first communicated on that Pinecone Utopia, right? I didn't even know you had a channel, and then one day I was just surfing through YouTube and it popped up, and I was like, "Oh, Cyber." I was like, yo, I was so hyped, and I saw you on there, man, and you was just talking, you was like bringing the energy, and the information was so awesome, man, and I was just like, wow, I was just blown away. And and I've been a fan and a friend ever since, man. Like, you know, ever since that day, man. And I say that to say this. I just want to play this little clip, guys, of a real documentary that's going to be coming out, that's put together by my good friend, Awakened State of Mind, targeted in Australia. He's working on a big documentary all about the TI, you know, what we go through here. And I just want to check this out. I want you guys to check this out, and then we'll be right back, okay?
The legacy of MK Ultra and COINTELPRO is being played out in the lives of thousands today. Individuals become targets for various reasons. Some are political activists or whistleblowers, while others are simply human beings, chosen as experimental subjects at random, target practice.
You turn off, you go down in. Hey. So you turn down further where I can do a saw.
I don't fucking know, mate.
You're on the property, mate. Can I go down there and do a Yui?
Look, don't get fucking smart, man. A little fucking kick and push that car backwards, right?
It's not bothering me, mate.
Hey, how does it feel to be a rat dog, man? Like, do you do this for free? Are you a rat and a dog for free, or do you get paid? Hey, I ask you, do you get paid to be a rat and a dog, or do you do it for free? Don't get smart, you fucking skunk. I'm just asking you, do you get paid to be a rat and a dog, or... I don't have to leave my fucking car, mate.
Are they crazy? I've been hearing
Call it bullying on steroids. Talking about game stalking. But it actually has nothing to do with the gangs that you first think of.
That's going to the Governor General, state and federal.
I ask you not to send any more letters to him.
You're wearing a Rothschild's crown on your thing.
To control the human mind, after decades of experimentation and billions of dollars.
On the top of your badge there is actually the Rothschild's crown. You are working for a foreign company.
The terrifying reality of being targeted with high-tech radio frequency and microwave weaponry is a nightmare that very few.
Yeah, call the cops. Call. I'll call you. Yeah, call them. Be a fucking rat and a dog. Go call them.
Man, that was awesome. Give a big shout out to my guy, Awakened State, targeted in Australia. That was awesome. Man, Cyber, I can't wait till that documentary drops. I'm looking forward to it, man. And what do you think? What do you think about that?
Well, I recognize some of it as Marshall Thomas's work.
Yeah.
He has a VMO video, the new Nexx program. The beginning of that was part of that.
Yeah.
So I've seen that research before.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Really transcribe it. I've actually transcribed some of it because I wanted to put it as part of my novel, but I didn't do that yet. So.
Okay. Awesome, man. Yeah, man. Did you want to talk about that or a little bit, or?
What's that?
Did you want to talk about that a little bit? The book and.
Yeah, let me. Well, you know, the book is on hiatus for now.
Okay.
Waiting for publishing rights. We'll just put it like that. And so, I will talk about Marshall Thomas. We can talk about the book. I mean, it's my targeting story about becoming a sex slave and being sent to a brothel, which is really true to me. And I started getting V2K. They came in and they hacked my computer and they sent me to a brothel. It was not good. That's how my career ended, with an arrest. Started out with them getting me on an arrest, V2K'ing me, where I didn't understand what was going on because I didn't understand about the technology. And being arrested. And let's see, after I was arrested, what happened? They put me in max security for.
Like what year was this? Like around what time?
2016.
Okay.
2000.
Okay.
And then in 2000, I got arrested on 2/20. I'll never forget that. Okay. And they beat me up.
The cops
said my ex-boyfriend did it.
The cops
beat me up and then
oh my god,
stepped all over me.
Oh my god.
Like I'm small. You know how small I am. I had two cops on my whole body.
Wow.
With their boot print in my cheek. Like that.
Oh my god. Yo, you want to talk a little bit about that? Like how did that whole thing start? Like how did that happen? Oh my god.
Okay, so in October of 2015 I went to the FBI.
Okay.
About corruption we saw in Silicon Valley, which I now think is the CIA, NSA. I don't know who the fuck's putting the fiber optic cable lines in data cages, but somebody's doing it illegally in or around Langley, Virginia, where the CIA and NSA are, just FYI. And besides that, I found there was a nationwide man-in-the-middle attack. So a man-in-the-middle attack is where there's IP addresses attacking your computer and like, anyways, it gets really technical. But basically, I reported that to the FBI, thinking that we were helping. And this is me and my ex-boyfriend, Jeremy, that you guys saw on some of my other videos, who went completely nuts and talks to himself in the goddamn woods. Okay?
Okay. Let's try to keep it clean. Yeah, man. So what happened with the cops, man? Like, how did they get into play?
So I was being V2K to go into this woman's house.
Oh my god.
I thought it was my own thoughts.
Oh my god. Wow.
And I was arrested for 6 felonies, including GTA.
Wow. And so the cops just took it upon themselves. They just manhandled you?
No, the woman called the goddamn police. The woman called the police on us because of the fact that we entered her house. Jeremy broke the window.
Oh my god.
V2K'd. We heard children in that house through V2K.
Wow. So you guys heard children's voices crying.
And it was an old lady's house who didn't have any children.
Crying for help. You guys went in there to help those kids. There was nobody there. If that's not a setup, I don't know what is. That is unbelievable. So the cops were called, and they just started manhandling you. They just like choked you up and like.
Well, they came right. So I came out of the house thinking that I was grabbing something out of the fridge. What looked like a child's femur. To be quite honest, is what I thought it was. But at that point, who knows?
Out of the refrigerator? Yo, there was some serious mind control going on here. There was some serious V2K going on this situation right here.
Right.
Wow. Man. Yeah. So the cops, like, they just roughed you up and they beat you up bad? Like, were you bloody?
Right.
Did you have, like, bruised eye or busted lip or anything?
Well, I had a boot print on my face, and
wow,
I started screaming, right? And I just screamed and screamed and screamed. I screamed for what seemed like to be an hour,
right?
Because while I was in the back of the cop car, after they stepped on me, they arrested me, put me in the back of the cop car. Then they arrested Jeremy, but before they arrested him, they tased him. I gotta shut the bedroom door for a second. Give me a second.
Oh my God. If you guys are just now tuning in, this is Next Time. This is the best time to podcast for the people, guys. And let me check in with the comment section here. I see my friend Michelle. What's going on, Michelle? Void, Self-Contended, Lindy, Mike, I see all you guys, man. Welcome to the podcast. Yeah. Carmela A says Carmela A says set up all the way. Oh man, that is definitely a setup all the way. Whew, man. Here you guys think, you guys thought you were, doing the right thing and, trying to help some kids and, being hearing these voices and stuff like that. And that's why I'm just like, man, I've heard so many different, different situations where, different kinds of V2K. And, I've experienced the V2K myself, but I have never heard anything like that.
Right.
And,
it's unbelievable, right?
Yes. No, actually, no, I believe it. Because I know that this program has so much unbelievable stuff happen to people, just so that when we try to explain it and, tell people what happened, it makes us look like,
we're crazy.
We're absolutely. But, right. We all know, we're not crazy and that these things really happen. And, my heart goes out to you, man, that you were set up and ravaged by the police like that, man. And, oh, man. And it just come back from that, man. Just shows how strong of an individual you are, man. And I just tip my hat to you, man, every day. You already know. Now, your name, Cyber Reconnaissance, I thought that was the coolest name I had ever heard. I was like, what? Cyber Reconnaissance? Like, that name is just like, it just commands attention. Like, how did you come up with that name? It's cool. It's hip. It's fresh. It's digital, man. It's digital. It's that digi swag. Well, I'll tell you how I came up with the next level. Like, this channel, when I originally started this channel, it wasn't for any of this. Like, I didn't even know anything about targeting or organized stalking or gangsta or none of this stuff. But I was this stuff was happening to me, and I was getting severely gang stalked. I'm talking about workplace mobbing. I'm talking about if you guys saw Control Factor, I was the main character in Control Factor, and like the girl I was with, and the people at my job, and the people at my job was like harassing me so bad. Like, they was playing with me so bad. Like, if I had a gun, I would literally went in there and shot almost everybody in the building, because that's how bad they were harassing me. Like, they was playing with me in there. And it got to the point where I was like, yo, I don't even want to deal with people no more. I was like, I don't want to work no more. I don't want to do nothing. I ended up going to the movies, man. They stalked me at the movies. Like, they stalked me at the mall. Like, it didn't matter where I was going. I didn't know. Like, looking back, I can say, yeah, this was happening. But at the time, I was just like, what the? Everything was freaking me out, and I was like, my fear level was on 100, So I was thinking of something I could do. I ended up going to see this movie, Reservoir Dogs, and these dudes were online, and they was making money, and they was doing all this stuff, and it was illegal. And something clicked in my brain, and I was like, man, if these dudes was doing that online, and the work that I was doing, like, I was like a customer service agent. I was like taking inbound calls, and I was doing stuff on computers and stuff, and I was thinking like, man, and it was all online, and I was like, yo, maybe I can figure out a way where I don't have to deal with people no more. Like, I can make a living online, because I know a lot of people are making living online. They're doing things online and making money. So I started researching stuff, and then a lot of like online marketing and ClickBank and stuff like that. And one of the ways was they're like, yo, you can make YouTube videos about the products, and you know, people will watch it and they'll click on your link and you can make money that way. But what I didn't know is that they were monitoring everything that I was doing in my house, had all my computers hacked, had everything, you know, hacked, and they knew what I was trying to do. I mean, even when I went back to work, they were saying, hey, you don't want to work anymore, or like, you know, like they were saying things like that at work when I went there. And so I started the YouTube channel, and I just named it Next Level, because I thought I you know, I was like, I want to help people, you know, whatever I do, I want to help people. So I started researching like diets and stuff like that. And if you guys look, because I never erased those videos too, because you know, because that's just a part of what led me to what this is right now. So I researched. I was like, I want to help with obese people lose weight, and I found these products on the ClickBank site, and I made these little wacky videos, and I put music behind it, and I'm like, you know, tried to market something for people to lose weight. I made like 4 videos. It was like completely shadow banned, nobody's seen it, and it didn't work. And I was just like, and then I was just like, yo, I just gave up. I was just like, yo, like nothing is working. Like they got my everything hacked, and I was like, oh man. So I just left it alone, and I just left the channel alone, and I never did anything with it. And you know, things got out of control with me, and I ended up you know, me and my girl at the time, she flipped out on me, and everything, you know how it is, like with this targeting. I lost everything. I ended up moving away, and you know, I moved to another part of New York, and that's when I found out, you know, about the targeting. And I used to watch videos on my laptop from this channel, and I used to just watch people's videos, and then I was scared. I was like, oh my God, like I'm so scared. Like I didn't literally say I'm scared, but I was though, you know what I mean? Like I was shook. I'm like, yo, I don't know if they're gonna know I'm watching this stuff. And then slowly but surely, like I started, you know, being brave enough. I started leaving comments on, you know, other TI's videos, and you know, and I started like typing in and stuff, and then people just started calling me Nexx, and you know, I was just like, okay, I'll just roll with it. I was like, all right, Nexx, all right, cool. And then, you know, when I started posting my videos, like everybody was already calling me Nexx, so I just was like, all right, cool, we'll roll with it. And I just left it Next Level, but I titled it Next Level because I wanted to help people, and I wanted to help people get to the next level. And as far as like losing weight, you know, I never knew that you know, my channel would evolve into what it is now, and that I didn't know I was a TI back then. I had no clue, you know, but you know, it just stuck, and I just kept it the way it was and kept everything the way it is. But you know, if you guys go back to my channel, I never erased the videos. Like those videos are still there, those little wacky videos that I made. Yeah, they were, because I never knew how to make videos. I didn't know.
Me too, though. Mine are wacky at the beginning too.
Yeah,
I don't even post anymore. You know why?
Yeah, man, and it was just like
I'm not targeted where I can't post anymore. It's really awful.
I just knew I wanted to help people, like, because it's a lot of scams online. Like, it's a lot of, you know, Ponzi schemes, and, you know, people fall for those things all the time. But then it's a lot of pockets where people are making honest money. And, you know, and I was so tired of that, the workplace mobbing. I didn't know I was being workplace mobbed. I didn't know that it was a term for that.
Aaron? Oh. Hey.
I had no clue it was a term for that. So, you know.
Any problems? Okay.
I'm online. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
Are you feeling it?
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
We're going to bed, though.
But that's...
So,
okay, good night.
Not too loud.
I'm not.
But that, you know, that's basically how, you know, I got Next Level for the channel. I wanted to help people get to the next level and lose weight. You know, I wanted to help, you know, obese people lose weight. And you know, here we are today. You know, I guess I'm still helping people. I guess, you know, I that's my thing. Like, I always had a passion to want to help others. You know, so I just let it stick. I never changed anything. I put that little digital sign, and I know I get a lot of flack to this day. They're like, "Oh, he has the digital dollar sign, and he's all he cares about is money and blah blah blah." And I didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I was on the streets. Like, you know, like, and you know, people. Like, people are like, yo, that's all, he worships money and blah, blah. You know how people are. You know, people always got something slick to say, you know, when you're doing something positive. So, you know, God bless them, though, man, at the end of the day. You know, but that's how I came up with the whole next level thing. Like, I didn't know nothing about this, you know, but, you know, when I started leaving comments on people's videos and stuff, and they started calling me Nexx. But what about the cyber reconnaissance, man? Like, the cyber reconnaissance movement, that name is lit. How did you, can you just give me a quick, you know, summary of where that amazing name came from?
Came from my better half, we'll call him. Okay.
That's awesome.
And I'll leave it at that.
So he just woke up one day and he was like, you're going to be cyber reconnaissance. The digital hero, the American hacktivist, the activist / hacktivist, coming to, oh yeah, man, oh man, big shout out to everybody tuning in right now. I see ADHD Alternatives. Welcome to the podcast, my friend, Gina Shelton. Man, thank you guys for joining the podcast. Welcome to the next time. Yeah. Let's see here. Gina Shelton says, Nexx, are you Destined Child 777? No, I'm not. I don't know who that is. But nope, that's not me. And big shout out to Mike Henderson. He says, what's up, Nexx in chat? Welcome to the podcast, my friend. Yeah. Man, they coming in, man. They're coming in. It's Saturday night. You know, we are, I would say, midway through, right? We're getting things. Is everything okay? Cyber, you good over there? Everything okay?
Cool.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know, we were talking about Du-Haas a little earlier, man, and you know, he was definitely our good friend. You know, I spent a lot of time on, you know, calls with him, and we talk for hours sometimes, and we had some moments, but I was never able to meet him before he passed over, man. And you guys spent some time in California, man, and you guys went through some things over there, man. You want to talk to the people, you know, about, you know, some how it was hanging out with the Du-Haas the Great, man, and how amazing that kid was, man, and maybe, you know, tell us a funny story that you guys, that only you two shared. Well,
there's so many things. Like, Du-Haas and I used to get mad at each other. It was really funny. Like, we would sit there and argue a little bit. That was always fun. And then whenever I'd go pick him up, he was always like living under a bridge.
Oh no!
Like, one time, let me tell you about his bike. One time he got this bike because he got a job when he first came out to California in downtown San Jose, and he was working at some like Korean restaurant, right? As like a dishwasher, and he was living on the streets, and they were really nice to him. The guys that worked there, they gave him free food and shit, and like he got this, right? And I was like, that's the video with you and I, right? And then like when we went back, I said, why don't you bring the bike? We got to do something with it. You can't just leave it there. And he left it there. And then like he's all, no, nobody's gonna ever break it up the way I changed it up. There's no way anybody could get it off, right? Well, of course, when I took him back, no more bike. I told you, man. Get a brand new bike stolen, and that's not really funny, but it is if you think about Du-Haas. Sometimes he is hard-headed like me, and you just couldn't tell him any different.
Right. He was like focused. Like once he had his mindset on something, that was it. He's gonna end the targeting program. He's gonna end it all today.
End it all today.
We're gonna end it all today. We're gonna end it all today. Next, Cyber's not listening. I know how to end it all today. I'm like, dude, chill, bro. Like we can't end it all today. Not gonna end it all today. No, she doesn't want to do it. We're gonna end. I know we can end this all today. He was passionate though, man. That was one thing that I loved about him, man. He was super passionate about.
They were screwing with him so bad.
Yeah,
they were just messing with him next.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember that one time. We were talking and we were on. I think we were on Skype. And we were on Frank's conference call. You remember that? And you guys were in your Jeep. And the cops rolled up on you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you remember that? And the cops rolled up on y'all. And they was just harassing y'all, man. And just tore them out the car.
They pulled him out of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like, man.
And the cop was asking me if I was still on the call, and I was like, no, I hung up, and I didn't hang up. Screw them.
Right. They was very interested. And, the one thing that was crazy, Cyber, how did these cops know about your YouTube channel? Oh, man, look at that.
They had a missing persons.
We have a new subscriber, man. Big shout out to Rosebuds, man. You just leveled up. Welcome to the family. Thank you for subscribing, man. I hope that you enjoy what you're seeing here and the content here. And we're going to keep this thing going, man. But big shout out to you, Rosebuds. Thank you for subscribing. But that lets me know that, your targeting is outrageous. When you have just some random cops pull you over while we're trying to mash you on a conference call and they're talking to you about your YouTube channel. That blew me away. Right. How did they know? Right? It's like, man, I had somebody come on and say that, we might be stars on the dark web. And that they're actually,
I'm sure.
Like, yeah, man. And I just thought that was super crazy how they just knew about that and he just harassed you guys like that, man. But I'm just glad they let y'all go, man. They didn't they didn't like pile drive any or do no crazy,
Well, I was worried about Dew for a while.
Yeah,
the cops had him out of the shit.
Oh yeah, man. That's just, man. That California, man. I know it's a whole different type of experience out there, man. And I'm actually looking very forward to this. The springtime rally that's going on, April 26th and 27th. It's gonna be my first time out there, Cyber, like going out to California and actually, seeing the West Coast and I'm just preparing myself, man, because I know people tell me like it's like right there with Florida, like how crazy and insane the gang stalking is. And would you say that the frequencies is worse, or the actual the harassment that you go through in California? Like, what would you say is like more in your, what's more out there that's just like right in your face?
I'd say street theater.
And it's everywhere you turn.
Like, remember one of the last videos I made on YouTube was when that guy got ran over right in front of me and I was walking down the street.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Man, that's crazy, man.
I was here in Houston. And I have other ones on YouTube from San Francisco where the same stuff happened.
Yeah. Yo, Texas.
They do the street theater around me a lot.
Yeah, Texas is, pretty deep when it comes to this targeting too, man. Like, there's a lot of TIs down there in Texas, man. And they're going through this thing, man. And they're all over, And I don't know. Like, have you has there been situations where you might have, you know, I don't want to say friends, but maybe, you know, constituents or, you know, people that you are cool with and got a bond with, and you see like signs of targeting that they might be TIs?
Well, I think everybody's a potential TI.
You do?
And I think that it depends on how you rank the system as to whether they bother with you or not.
Okay.
People that need to remember that people that are gang stalkers are also TIs because they are probably just being B2K to think it's their own thoughts to mess with you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So are TIs, even gang stalkers at this point.
Okay. Okay. I see you, man. I see you. All right, I'm just checking the comments. I see G-Ma. What's going on, G-Ma? I see you. Selgers Walker, G-Ma says, hey, y'all. G-Ma in the house. Absolutely. Mike Smith says, although I can't really too many darker songs as much anymore, especially Mr. Ouija, too wicked for me now, especially since I got saved. Man, you know what? That's a thing that I want to talk about, man, because, you know, now that I've learned about what's happening with me and my experience, I was able to, because I'm an artist, I make music, I dedicated my craft into telling my story and, you know, trying to, you know, put my heart and soul into my music and to speak on these things. I was not aware that there were artists who, you know, were talking about these things, you know, in the music.
Yes, we could name a ton of them.
Yeah, let's just name a few. Like, you know, some of your favorite artists that you know that for a fact that talks about this TI program that people might not be aware of.
We can go back to the 1980s.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Cyber. Let's do it.
And maybe even before that. So I really think David Bowie spoke about it.
Okay.
He actually had an album called 1984.
Okay.
Right? You can Google that.
Okay.
Right? So David Bowie was one.
Okay.
Another, obviously the ones that comes off the top of my head is Nine, right? Because he only sings about it in every freaking album since 1999. And actually because if you listen to the Downward Spiral, he talks about being stuck in an EMF stream. So that digs back.
Wow. And
what do you think Rage Against the Machine is talking about?
Rage Against the Machine. They were actually talking about this program.
If you listen to they talk about the New World Order.
Wow.
And then, let's see. Well, Tool, Perfect Circle for sure. You listen. I think a lot, like the Imagine Dragons, which is a newer band, they talk about it a lot.
Okay.
There's other bands out there, and I know that Prophets of Rage, which is a spin-off of Rage Against the Machine,
yeah.
Zach De La Rocha,
yeah,
which is a singer of Rage Against the Machine. They literally have songs talking about drones, just like Nine Inch Nails does about satellites. So it's like the music's out there, but The Cure is the first one who did it. If you listen to their song,
yeah,
I have it up. It's called 6 Different Ways. It's on the Like a Door album.
Okay.
He literally states it there, and I have it actually.
Yeah.
He says, "I'll tell them anything at all. I know I'll give them more and more. I'll tell them anything at all. They think I'm on my hands and head. This time they're much too slow. 6 lies to every lie. Every 6 sides to every lie I say. It's that American voice again. It was never quite like this before. Not one of you's the same." So if you listen to what he's saying there, it's that American voice again. Never one was quite like this before. Not one of you's the same. So that means he was probably getting a hi-fi team.
Wow. You know what? You might be right. You might be absolutely right about that, Cyber. Man, oh man, we got some amazing people are just lighting up these comments, man. And I really appreciate you guys like rocking with us on the Saturday night edition of Next Time. It's your boy Next Level, man. To the right of me is my good friend Cyber Reconnaissance, and you, the people, guys. This is the podcast for the people, guys, the interactive TI podcast. And don't forget, at any time, if you guys, feel called, it's a number streaming across the bottom. If you guys want to call us up and let us know what's going on, big shout out to anything or whatever the case may be. Hit us up, man. Let us know what's going on. Let me see. I want to take a look and see what's going on in some of these comments, guys. I'm sorry. I haven't really been, feeling too good. But let me see here. Michelle says, Mike Smith, there's a lot of good sounding music I don't listen to anymore. Just leads me to a mental space. I try to stay out of that. Mike Smith says, I feel sorry, Nexx, about that comment early. Anyway, still love you, bro. I don't know what comment that was, man, but I'll be sure to keep an eye out for that, man, because I like to know what people are talking about. Gina Shelton says, Tennessee is bad. My targeting is very bad. Mike Smith says, but yeah, you're right, Michelle. We are celebrities who don't get paid. ADHD Alternative says people need to move out of the cities and into more rural areas where there is less technology and Wi-Fi. What do you think about that, Cyber? Do you think that, people are more safe in a rural area rather than being in a city environment?
Not with 5G going up.
Right. I hear you. But, I think that, some people just inside their mind, they just feel more comfortable in a rural area away from other people, but I mean...
Well, I just want to tell you what Duha says. Duha said that he was out in the middle of nowhere with no electronics, and he heard an alarm clock go off because he was being V2K'd. So
yeah,
you can be V2K'd that way. You can be out in the middle of nowhere, or you can just not have any Wi-Fi, but yet there's satellites above you that's putting 4G out.
Yeah,
possibly 5G. Once the 5G system goes into place, that's going to be probably immediate extinction from everybody.
Man,
I look for that 5G now. It's off at a faster rate every day because it's millimeter wave. And if there's a guy named Mark Steele, I think his name is, and he's a 5G expert. He's a weapons expert on electromagnetic frequency weapons out of England.
Yeah, and
he basically says that this is a killer. This is going to be a killer system. That they use these frequencies for active denial systems, which is a DoD program that we have here in the States, no different than it is in England. And basically that when the system comes online, people are going to start getting sick. And the more things that are connected, the sicker you'll become, because what choice do you have? Because you're dealing with these frequencies at all levels.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Well, one thing that, almost every TI has to, endure through is the isolation. How if that, is that, something that you're dealing with? And if so, how long has that been, a thing that you, dealing with?
I started really feeling isolated in Santa Clara. It's about 2017.
Yeah.
When they started hacking my work computer, I started feeling isolated.
Mm.
That's with my ex-boyfriend, and he was going crazy, and I basically was sent to the brothel. Once I was sent to the brothel, it's been total isolation.
Mm. Oh, man. Oh, man.
You're one of the few people I can actually speak to and be honest with. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And, I really appreciate that, man. And I don't take it for granted, man. And it's just, I don't take it, not 1 second for granted, or any, interactions that I have with you, or, anybody for that matter, because, once upon a time, I was the scared guy. I was like shaking, like that day, like when we on that Pinecone Utopia, like I was shook. Yeah. Like I was so scared, like I didn't know what to do, like I was like freaking out, And if you remember, I don't know if you remember, but I was asking questions like in that Pinecone Utopia on that stream. I was like asking all kinds of questions like, what is this? What's happening to me? I don't know what to do. And you're like, yo, you're going to be okay. Like you was the first person who told me that, like, it's going to be okay. Even though I was like, I didn't believe it at the time. Right. But you said that to me, man. And it connected with me. And I'll never forget that. You know what I mean? And I will always be loyal to you, man. Like, no matter what. To the end of the times, because I was, man, it was like like people were getting the information out there, but it wasn't like, they were just, Paul, Marco, and I forgot, I think Romola was on that time, and that it was like right before he had got sick, because remember it was a few times he got sick before he passed. And then, Romola, and they came and they started doing techno crime fighters and stuff like that. And, you reached out to me and you was like, yo, take my email, and you hit me back, and I really appreciated that, man. And that's amazing, man. I gotta hit the button on that, man, because that was amazing.
No problem.
Yeah. That was amazing. Definitely. Yo, if you guys are just tuning in, thank you, Cyber. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. If you guys are just now tuning in, this is Next Time, man. This is the Saturday night edition with Cyber Reconnaissance Next Level. And I just want to thank you guys for rocking with us, man. Like, we're talking about some interesting things. If at any point, guys, if you guys have any questions for me or for Cyber, you can call us up and ask us live, or you can type it in the comment section right now. We love questions. When people ask me a question, I'm going to give you my honest answer, and I only can speak from my experience. Like, I hate when people be like, no, Cyber, that wasn't V2K you was hearing. That was demon spirits, and that didn't happen like that, and blah, blah, blah. And just telling you, like, well, no, Nexx, that's not what happened to you, okay? Nobody's gang stalking you. Like, I hate when people do that. Like, I just want to choke. I just want to slap somebody in the face when they talk crazy like that, because there's no way I can tell you what you're going through, Like, I can only share my experience, and, we can all learn from each other. Have you ever had somebody do that to you, Cyber? Like, because I remember, on your earlier videos, you had these amazing informational videos, and you was getting trolled hard in the comments. They was coming for you.
Right.
I remember that. So I was watching those videos, Cyber. Yo, have you had these? Yeah. How do you handle that, man? Like, when these people think they know everything about what you're going through and what's not happening to you. Like, how do you deal with those, a-holes?
I ignore them. It's a free country. If you want to leave a comment, and if it's too much, like telling me I'm a crackhead, then I'll just delete it.
Okay.
Depending on how negative it is.
Yeah.
Free country. If you want to, maybe it'll start up a conversation with somebody else. At least it gets the conversation going. But if you're too much of a jerk, I'm just like, delete. Yeah.
Cyber, you had some.
Gotta be that way.
You had some quality content, man. Like, you was really getting to it, man, and putting a lot of good information out. And it kind of reminded me of my boy Kyle Vulcan Wolverine, man. Like, he comes with these great videos, man, and these trolls, man, these YouTube trolls. Just on the last video I put out, I didn't feel good. I'm still getting over it. I'm not 100%, but I feel better. I feel good enough to do a podcast right now. Somebody left a comment on my video and said, put down the dope or something. He was like, leave the dope alone. It was like, you want to feel better? I was like, yeah. I was like, what? Leave the dope alone. I was like, oh my God. Like, the irony, man. People just, these trolls out here, man. They have no life, no heart, no compassion.
Or like that one dude that always would lead the same thing, how I was a witch and like all this stuff. Remember that guy?
Yeah, man.
What's his name? Neil or whatever. Remember we were joking around about him?
Oh, Neil Power, man. Everybody knows him.
You know.
Everybody know. Like, I don't know, man. His comments. We don't know. I don't know what this guy's saying or what he tries to say or what's going on, but it's crazy, man. My boy Future Knowledge says, I get trolled hard on my channel. I just delete them. And you know what? I used to do this. I used to do the same thing, Future. And then my boy Kyle told me, I talked to Kyle, he was like, yo, he was like, you know what? He was like, don't delete those comments, man, because that's just validation. Oh, you know, that you on something, you're doing the right thing, and perps is on you, and they're gonna, you know, whenever real TIs come with information like that, perps is gonna come and be perpy, and then, you know, they're gonna show you who, you know, perps are gonna show you who they are, because they do perpy stuff. You know, I think the guy's name was Chief Handler. His name was Chief Handler. I'm like, oh, okay, Chief Handler, all right. Cool, big shout out to him, man. But big shout out to Future Knowledge, man. I used to delete my perpy comments too. I would say, yo, this is a no perp zone, and we're gonna keep it clean. And then I, you know, after a while, I just, you know, like that people feel brave enough to. And one day I even responded to, you know, that perpy crap that happens here on YouTube sometimes, and I don't know, man. Yeah, you know, Cyber, I'm wondering, like, who are some of your favorite channels on YouTube that you like to watch? TI community or not? Like, what's some of your favorite channels that you like to go to and you know, go to for information?
Well, lately I've been doing a lot of music instead of videos, but you know, Anthony Patch has got a lot of good information. He's at the Kev Baker show a lot of times. I think he has his own channel. I think, you know, Romola D dealt with, or, you know, Karlstrom on there. Well, Ian, I think his name is, what's his name? Max Egan, I think his name is, on Crowded House. He's a good one because he talks about 5G a lot.
Okay.
Anybody that talks about 5G and the control system, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's awesome. Everything straight? Everything cool?
I'm being quieted down.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we gotta turn down the knob a little bit. Just a little bit.
Well, I think it's my voice.
Turn down
my voice.
Just a little bit. Okay, I get it. I definitely get it. Let's see here, man. I'm gonna go into the comments right now. We got some awesome comments right now. And guys, at any time, and like if I ask Cyber a question, that question is for you too, man. If you guys feel called to answer these questions, type it in the comment section, man, because this is interactive, guys. This is us. This is our time right now. This is next time. Let's see here, man. New Creation. She says, there is power in the name of Lord Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. Self-Contended says, mind control trolls outnumber TIs. Wow. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Mind control trolls outnumber TIs. Okay. You know.
Maybe.
Okay.
But they're also TIs.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you know, big shout out to Self-Contended. That's my friend, man. Michelle says, I have had some mean comments. I used to take them down. Now I just leave them up. Got a guy on there telling me I'm disgusting. I should die. I'm a bad mom. All kinds of great stuff. Oh, no, Michelle. You know what we tell them when they do that? Get it out of here.
Get that stuff out of here. Oh, my.
Get it out of here. Get it out of here. We know Michelle is my friend, yo. She is definitely not disgusting. Beautiful, man, inside and out. Stand up, man. Straight, solid individual, man. I love Michelle, man. But I know how it is, man. Like, you know, they just want to get a response out of us, man. They want us to get going back and forth and all of that crap, man. But we don't go for that stuff, man. We tell them, get that stuff out of here, man. Michelle says, yes, he is who I'm talking about. Preach new creation. All right. Let's see here. Prophecy. Let's see. Prophecy says, yeah, I remember that guy. There were a couple that were handler. You know what, Prophecy? I have a theory about that handler crap. It's one guy that I know who is doing that crap, and he is has a channel on YouTube, has thousands of subscribers, makes these wacky videos, and talks crazy about other TIs, and he has chief handler and handler this and that, and I have a theory about that, man, but I'm not gonna reveal that on next time right now, but we're definitely gonna get to the bottom of that. Gma says TI lives matter in the name. In the name. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's see here, man. Self-Contented says, I don't have comments on my channel. YouTube gods took away that privilege. Oh my God, that's crazy, man. I can't believe that, man. They just took away my friend's comments like that, man. We gotta do something about that. I know she didn't do anything wrong. Patty says, I like Jubilina Redeemed. Yeah, big shout out to Jubilina Redeemed too, man. Mike Smith 116 says, trolls are disgusting. Trolls are disgusting. You, however, are not. They're just jealous or something. Who knows these days? But you're amazing. Yes, she is amazing. Yes, she is. Let's see. Self-Contented says, the Furlington Informer is a good channel. New Creation says, does anyone need prayer? Mike Smith 16 says, you are not, but the trolls are disgusting. They hate seeing us shine. That's a fact, man. And it's like, man, they hate to see you winning. They hate to see you doing bad. They hate you when you're on the street. Like, when you out and about, Cyber, and you get a nasty gang stalker and they give you that look like they want to fight you or something, like, it's like they just hate you, like, wherever you're doing good or bad. So it's like, once you know what position they stand, it's like I don't even really pay any attention to it. Like, so I think it's funny, actually. Like, I laugh at it, man, and I just keep it moving. You know what I mean? I just keep it moving. Yeah. Gina Shelton says, I have no friends anymore. Thank you for doing this, Nexx. No one understands what I'm going through, so thank you. Thank you, Gina. And you know what? You have a friend in me. You have a friend right here in Cyber, and everybody that's rocking with us right now. We are isolated. We are going through similar things, and it's hard, man, and that's a great thing, a good topic that we could talk about right now, Cyber. How is it, trying to, like, are you in a space now where you like, mentally, where you want to connect with other people outside of the TI community and try to establish relationships with newbies? And because I know it's hard after going through so many traumatic experiences with people, and people end up being perps and hurting you and trying to stab you in the back and set you up and stuff. Are you in a space where you can trust again and get out and start hanging out? And
I made friends where I work.
Okay.
I really don't. I made friends at work, kind of, people I've kind of hung out with, but nobody that I would feel like I would understand, like, where I could just, like, really, like, you and I, you know what I mean?
Okay.
How we just talk about everything.
Absolutely. And man, it just goes to show, man, that I would have never imagined, if I can rewind time back to, 2017, when, I was, like, afraid, and, and I was like checking out, finding out your channel and everything. I never would have thought that we would be what we are right now. You know what I mean? And I'm just so grateful, and I'm so blessed. I feel so blessed, man. I feel so blessed that, you know, we're able to, you know, keep this thing moving. And that just goes to a testament for anybody online, you know, if there's somebody out there, you know, that you reached out to, or, you know, that you can connect with somebody, man. You never know. It might develop, you guys might develop into a serious, deep brotherhood, family, you know, because the people who I connect with, man, I love them dearly, you know, like, they're like the family I never had, you know, like, honestly, you know, and I thank God for them every day. I do. I definitely do. Autumn, big shout out to Autumn. That's my friend. Big shout out to her. She says, Cyber Reconnaissance, great news. Your book will help many TIs. Yes, it will, man. It's much needed, man. I've been saying that, man. But we can't rush greatness, man. We gotta let it come as it flows. It's gonna come, though. It's definitely coming. And when it comes, you guys will be the first to know. She will announce it here on NEXXTIME, and you guys will be the first ones to know. Well, I'll purchase a few copies. We'll have some giveaways, man. It'll be awesome, man. It's gonna definitely be lit. Celsius Walker says trolls are hacked in this podcast. Next, man, he said trolls are hacked in. Let me see here. He said dropping comments. Man, let me see. You know what? I haven't seen any trolls, but you know, just put me on, bro. Drop some names. You know, let me know what's going on, man. I need you to hold me down, bro. I'll throw you a wrench, man. We can keep this thing moving. Let's see. Floyd says, love you, Prophecy. Man, the comments are just coming in. Gina Shelton says, thank you both, Nexx and Cyber. Says, thank you both, Nexx and Cyber. Cyber Reconnaissance, I see the pain in your precious eyes, and Jesus hears you and wants to change your life forever. Gina Shelton says, I'm writing a book also. Yes, we need you guys. Write these books, man. Write these books. I mean, whatever you do, if you have a talent, if you have, you know, something that you are good at before this targeting started, or maybe, you know, try something new. Like, you know, this whole thing, like all this YouTube and making videos and stuff, this is new to me. Like, I just started doing this, and, you know, and I just, you know, it is what it is. It grew to what it is now, and, you know, just try something new, write a book, you know, do some pottery, or, you know, do some sculpting or something, or painting, or, I don't know, try something new, I guess. I don't know. I know a lot of us are isolated. We have a lot of time on our hands, and, you know, things is, you know, it's interesting, you know, you have to take the first step and then see what happens. You know, that's what I always say. Just take the first step. Floyd says, I'm happy to be a little bro next. Man, I'm happy. I'm happy too, bro. I'm happy, you know, that you're part of the fam, bro, and means a whole lot to me. Means a whole lot to me. Man, oh man. Now, Cyber, do you ever have these like strange, crazy, you know, induced dreams that, you know, a lot of TIs go through? Has that ever been a thing? Has that ever been a thing with you?
The weirdest thing is I really don't remember dreaming at all.
Wow. Man, maybe they're like what? Yeah, like maybe they're like wiping that, you know, wiping those dreams from your memory right before you wake up. Wow.
I don't know, possibly.
Wow.
Like 3-4 dreams in 10 years.
Wow. 4 dreams in 10 years. Wow, that is a first. That is a first on NEXXTIME, man. Has that happening with anybody else out here? Like, have you guys, you know, not had any dreams or can't remember your dreams at all? Like, see, with me, it's like the total opposite. Like, I get these crazy, all kind of crazy dreams I've been having, like, consistently, like almost every night, especially when I got sick, man. I was just laying there having all these crazy dreams. Let me see here. Let me see in the question. Gina says, I pray that God has the mercy on these people's soul that is doing this to us. Michelle says, good night, guys. Love you all. GBY. I'll be praying for you. See you next time on Next Time. T.I. Lives Matter. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome, man. Good night, guys. Good night, everybody that's going to sleep. Good night. I'll see you guys. Floyd says, I get strange dreams all the time. It's crazy. Prophecy in the days. Good night, Lindy. I agree. Future Knowledge says, they give me insane dreams. Yeah, I get crazy dreams. 5D Mark 111. He says, very vivid, crazy dreams, especially lately. Man, oh man. Welcome to the podcast, 5D Mark, my small boy. Let's go. Yeah. If you guys are just now tuning in, this is Next Time, man. This is the Saturday night edition. I got my friend Cyber Reconnaissance here to the right. And, you know, we're just kicking, you know, getting things, you know, lit like we always do. And, you know, I want to give a special rest in peace shout out now that we are live on, you know, to my great friend Du Haas, man. And, I just want you to know, dude, man, I miss you, bro, and you know we're gonna keep your name alive out here, bro, in these streets. We're gonna keep your name alive on YouTube and whatever we do, man, and the T.I. Lives Matter movement, man. And you know, I hate that your life had to end tragically, man, and you know, and I think about you all the time, bro, and you know, and I'm gonna keep, you know, doing my due diligence, man, and keeping your name alive. And I got some special things that I'm working on for you. I just wanted to just do that right now. Cyber, did you want to say anything?
Well, he was murdered by, I think, Army Special Forces based out of Orlando, Florida. And he gave the name of his people that were targeting him. And they were all first sergeants of the U.S. military.
Yeah. You know, and I want to give another special rest in peace to, you know, a YouTuber that I used to watch and I love dearly, and I became friends with her as well. She went by the name of Stacy Sweetheart on her YouTube channel, but her name is Crystal Carusco. And I just found out recently that she took her life, man. She, you know, was very sweet and, you know, very beautiful girl. She had a channel on YouTube. She was one of the first channels I used to watch too. And I just found out, you know, she jumped off a bridge out in LA, man. And that, you know, that broke my heart. Like, it broke my heart, man, when I found out what happened to her, man. And, you know, for anybody that's going through this, man, like, you know, and it, like, like, if you watch her videos, like, you know, she just seemed like a very upbeat person and, you know, full of life and energy. You know, you never know what people are going through and when they might reach that breaking point. But anybody that's watching this, like, if you guys ever feel like you are reaching that breaking point, please reach out to somebody. Please reach out to somebody and talk to somebody. Like, don't hurt yourself. Or if you ever feel like you're gonna, you know, hurt yourself or hurt anybody else, or, you know, go shoot up some, you know, school or mall or something, please just reach out to somebody and talk to somebody, man. And talk to somebody who understands, because that can be the difference between life or death. You know, you talk to the wrong person in that moment and that could set you off. You know, so, you know, reach out to me or, you know, anybody in the TI community, man, like, real TIs, though, you know, like, and, you know, I just believe that, you know, things will get better, you know, things will definitely get better, man, and, it broke my heart, Cyber, it really did, you know, like, I'm just, like,
Right.
It's so many losses, you know, in the TI community, man. Like, I don't know if if I can take any more loss right now. You know, if anything happened to you or if anything happened to anybody here that's watching live, like, y'all my family, man. I don't know what I would do. You know what I mean? Life is this life we live, like, it's just precious, man. Like, and it's a blessing, man. And you know, a lot of times we do get caught up and wrapped up in, you know, these attacks and, you know, what's happening and who did this and what we don't have or this and that and the third. But, you know, what we do have is air in our lungs, and we have another chance to wake up and, you know, turn things around for the next day and to, you know, and that's just one thing that I just wanted to say here on Next Time, man, because she was my friend too, and that really hurt my heart to see, you know, what happened to her, you know. And if it's anybody else, you know, that that has suffered a loss, you know, somebody has passed in this program that you want to shout out right now, you know, type it in the comment section, or, you know, you can call us up at any time, you know, and let your voice be heard. You know, you can definitely do that. Definitely do that. So, Cyber, do you believe that you know, eating healthy and eating cleanly can reduce any kind of electronic harassment at all, or detoxing or any of that stuff?
You're breaking up. Oh, well, I don't know.
You're not sure?
It doesn't work for me.
Have you tried those things? Has there been?
Not really.
Have there been things
that works? I mean, from my perspective, from what I'm dealing with.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool, man. Cool. You want to talk about a little bit about, like, you know, like the backstabbing and the betrayal and, you know, some things that you overcame to get to where you are right now, Simon? You know, give us a little history lesson.
Well, the ironic thing is that some of the people I live with are the ones who backstab.
Okay.
And then there's, you know, the whole dealing with even people. I mean, anybody I've lived with in the last 4 or 5 years. Anybody I've lived with.
Mm-hmm.
I really think the people that I bought my house from with my ex-husband, they were being targeted.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, they sold their house to us. They had a daughter the same age as us, and they got divorced for the same reason as us.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they sold the house to us, because they got...
Wow.
Weird, huh?
Yeah. Extremely weird. Man,
it was like they were telling me in advance that they were going to do that to me.
Mm-hmm. Wow. That, you know, we just couldn't see it, right? In that moment. Like, you didn't know, right?
No.
You had no clue that none of this was even a thing or this was happening, right? Yo, okay, so now, you know, now that you're a beautiful woman, you know, you know about what's happening now. You've done extensive research about this program. Looking back on your childhood and upcoming and up, when did you think that this was, you know, like, when could you say that this was a thing?
I was born on an army base, and it goes from there.
Oh, wait, hold up, Cyber. We're getting a call here. We're getting a call. Hold on. Hey, what's going on? You on Next Time? Hello?
Next?
Yeah, what's going on? You live on Next Time.
Hi. I just wanted to say rest in peace to all the ones that went on the other side. Our hearts and with your families, and God bless your families and pray that they have comfort. But they're in a better place than what we are right now. You know, the ones that passed on, we hurt for them. We grieve for them, but they're in a better place than we are, because we're still down here going through target and pain and suffering and torture, but they're watching over us. They're watching over us. Your friend Crystal and, I'm sorry, what's the other one name?
Oh, Justin Pitts, Duhouse.
Yeah, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in a better place right now. They're watching over us. They're going to take care of us, and we just got to keep praying. We just have to keep praying. Also, I wanted to say to your guest, Cyber, you just asked her a question about the detoxes and eating right. It helps. It's not going to stop it at all, because if you have metal in you, if you're implanted, you're going to always feel the pain. You're going to feel the torture, no matter how much detox and supplements you take. So if we've been implanted or we have metal in us, then yes, we're gonna still feel it. But it's good to take supplements. It's good to detox and eat right anyway. But it's not going to help if you're implanted. They're always going to be attached to our bodies.
Okay. Okay.
To a stop.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just wanted to call up and say hi.
Hey, Jima, big shout out to you, man.
I know you sound so sick. You sound so sick, but you're doing a good job.
Hey, I'm trying, man. I'm definitely trying, man.
Hi, Cyber.
Hi.
Alrighty, Daddy.
Okay. Okay.
Alrighty, Daddy, man. Thanks for calling.
All right.
All right. Peace. All right, man. That was awesome, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
When she called, the stream started breaking up, and you lost about 9 people on chat. Now it's back up to 16.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know, man. This is a new this is a new location I'm in right now, right? So yeah, it's a little, you know, the connection is a little weird here, but you know, we getting it done, we getting it through. And big shout out to Jima for calling in. That was an awesome call. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty. Man, oh man. Gina Shelton says they are torturing me, also telling me I will die soon also. Man, oh man. How about that, man? You know, when I was getting a V2K Cyber, that's all I heard. No, we're gonna kill you, mother effer. We're gonna fucking kill you. And then I would hear like guns cocking. You know, they was calling me all kinds of crazy stuff. And I heard like people's voices. Like I heard different voices, like people that I knew, people who I didn't know, like ex-girlfriends, like, you know, like all kinds of like, you know, people that from my past, from my present, like it was nuts. It was insane. Like people, it sounded like they were outside of my house, walking around with guns and all this crap. And I always heard, you know, death threats.
Right.
Is that something that, you know, have you ever experienced anything like that as far as the V2K?
2015 I did. When they first started targeting me.
Yeah.
And now it's turned into something else, right? It morphs into something else. But
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Let's see here. Michael Henderson, he says, rest in peace to Cece. Big rest in peace. Shout out to Cece, man. Let's see here. Prophecy in the day says, I have, and I'll tell you, there's something that works awesome for adrenals. Big shout out to TZI. He says, egg. All right. Gina Shelton says Gina Shelton says she is right. All right. Oh man, let's see here. Prophecy in the day say you can eat food that regulates like wild yams. I found that creams much more productive and quicker. Yeah, man. I have a really you know, soft spot for anybody who goes through that V2K, man. And one thing that I noticed that I saw in, you know, that movie Control Factor, you know, how, you know, people can literally be mind controlled and taken over and done to do crazy things and do things around you. And, you know, that they say that that's really heavy out in California. Did you see a lot of that out there, Cyber? Yeah.
Still see it.
Oh, in Texas?
Not so much because I just don't go anywhere. I like go but I even see it at the restaurant I work at.
Wow. Wow. Yo,
it's less nefarious than California.
Yeah. Do you care to share any stories with us? Any outrageous mind control stories?
So, like, people order food.
Okay.
And then, anyways, like, it'll be meant to be something else to me. Like,
okay.
Like, maybe it really doesn't mean that, but it seems like it, that they're ordering that to, like, send me a message.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's gotten worse. No, they were directly mind controlling my coworker at Palmer Electric where I used to work. That was weird.
Wow. Wow. That is crazy, man. Like,
that's why I almost got fired there and I ended up having to quit and move jobs. But then, because they were hacking my work computer and she was messing with me and workplace mobbing me. And then it turned into something else at the other place where I had to go work at a brothel.
Man, oh man. I bet you saw some interesting stuff there. Crazy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and isn't it crazy how that guy died?
Right.
Yeah, that like they said he had some kind of stroke or something, right? Like a heart attack or something.
Right. How convenient.
Yeah, right. Right. And it's just like, man, oh man, it just, you know, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder over and over again about like what's really happening there, right?
Exactly. And after he died, he won like the county or whatever he was elected to some office after he died.
Man, oh man.
Dennis Hoff is his name, by the way.
Yeah, that was his name. He's a really popular guy too.
There's a picture of me with him, actually.
Wow, he's a really popular guy, man. He was like had a TV show on HBO, right? Or
Cat House.
Yeah, yeah.
I know a lot about him. I work for him.
Yeah. Was he a good guy, or was he did he treat people? Like, did he treat?
He was nice. We'll just put it that way.
Okay. All right, cool. Let me see. I'm gonna go into these comments real quick here and see what the people are talking about. Let's see here. Everyone's saying good night, Michael. Good night, Michael. Good night, Michael. Michael Knight. Good night, friend. G-Mus Love. That's my homie. Big shout out to G-Mus. It says, Gina, you're not going to die until God says so. So be blessed. Never worry. Live your life to the fullest. That is a fact. Man, oh man. That's one thing. They try to scare us with these death threats. And, you know, I've actually had the death threats. V2K, I've had death threats in real life. I've had people threaten me. I've had even people from the TI community like felt, you know, some type of way where they felt brave enough to threaten me. I guess they figure we ain't gonna never see each other in real life, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know, you threaten me and then you, all right. You know what I mean. So it's like, let's see here, man. Gina Shelton says, thank you, Gma. Gina Shelton says, why do I see writing, not voices? Man, you see writing? Like, do you mean like people writing on the walls, or is it like projected? You see writing? I'm just wondering. Floyd S says, yep, the veil is being opened. She said, I hear computer scanning type of noise and see writing, not voices. Wow, I've never heard of that before. That's a new thing for me.
I've gotten death threats on Twitter.
On Twitter? Oh my God. Man.
Getting in my targeting. Hey, Nexx, I need like 1 minute break. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay, cool. Check it out, man. This is Next Time, the best time, man. You guys check this out. I'm going to play this little clip, and I'll be right back, okay, guys?
See, TI Lives Matter, it's not just a hashtag. It's a movement. We've been suffering through these heinous crimes long enough. It's time for the people to unite. It's time for us to let the world know that TI lives matter. If you're not afraid, if you put that fear behind you, and you are ready to show the world that TI lives matter, there's a link in the description right now where you can get your tees, you can get long sleeves, hoodies. It's time. Do it right now. It's a link in the description. Click it. You can show the world that TI lives matter. I hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. Put a lot of hard work into it, man. Don't forget, the link is in the description if you guys want to join the movement and let the world know that TI lives matter. God bless every TI. You're going to get through this thing one way or another.
All right. We are back. It's your boy, Next Level, man. This is Next Time. This is the best time. We are here. This is live. This is the podcast. This is Saturday night. Actually, you know what? Saturday night, Sunday morning, wherever you are. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. And it's been quite the interesting, it's been quite the interesting podcast. I had to go get a drink of water, man. My voice has been like a little, raspy with this little sickness that I came down with. But yeah, man, I'm just thankful that you guys are joining us today. Let me see here, man. Gina Shelton says, let's see here. I hear computer scanning type of noise, not voices. Prophecy, end of the day, says the lion and the lamb was changed to a wolf. And the lamb, oh yeah, they talking about the what is that? The Mandela effect here. Okay. Future Knowledge says, Floyd, thanks for subscribing. That was awesome. Yeah, I gotta subscribe too, man. I gotta subscribe to Future Knowledge, man. Check out the channel, man. G My Love said, these perps are so dumb. They do the same tactics over and over for years. Like you're not used to it by now, dummies. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. That's an awesome comment. That's an awesome comment she made. They do the same tactics, man, and me personally, I try not to pay any attention to them unless it's just outrageous and in my face, like, and if they don't pose any threat, like if they're not trying to like cause no physical harm to me, like I just laugh at them. I just laugh at them. And there are places that, like Cyber, you remember we were in St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It was a beautiful place, right? Right where I was staying, and right where I had the little place. We walked up and down the strip, like, you know, we took the train downtown.
Yeah, we had fun.
Yeah.
When I wasn't sick. Remember, that was the first time I got the sick.
Yeah. Now, all right. There was like little to next to nothing as far as like people gang stalking us and trying to harass us. It almost felt like we were just regular people, right?
Yeah.
It was awesome. I mean, besides like, you know, the horn dogs that was like staring at you, wanting like to rip off your clothes. Like, remember that one guy who's on the bus was like, oh, that girl over there. They're like, oh, I was like, that's my friend, man. He's like, I want friends like her. I want friends like her. You know? I mean, you remember that, right? I mean, it was a beautiful town. Like, it was a beautiful place. And, you know, there are places where you can go where, and I keep trying to tell people this every time, that, you know, the targeting is next to nothing there. You know, and then there's other places like that's just heavily targeted places where you're going to go and you're going to see these things happen, you know, and I just encourage people to, you know, get out and travel, like, if you can, you know, and if, you know, if you're in a situation where everything is crazy and sometimes you just got to step out in faith, man, just take a, you know, make a move in faith and just get out of there. And, you know, and there are places that is just, you know, like, that I've been to that was just like, man, I was just like, is, you know, like, there's ain't nothing happening. I'm like looking around for it, and the next thing you know, I stopped looking for it. You know what I mean? Right. Just started enjoying my days and just, you know, going on like it's not happening. And then even in those places where it is happening, I try to just, like, you know, try to just
ignore it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Gma, she says, call and expose it. Let's see here. Gina Shelton says, I see writing in the clouds, trees, walls, everywhere. It's crazy. Man, do you ever see writing in the clouds, Cyber?
Just chemtrail marks.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Big shout out to Pulp Fiction, man. He says, hey, I'm glad I caught the live stream. How's everyone? What's going on, Pulp Fiction? Welcome to the podcast. Yeah. Hell yeah. This is the Saturday Night Live edition with Cyber Reconnaissance. I am your host, Next Level, and we're just getting to it, man. We're just getting to it like we do it. Big shout out to Alliance of Light, man. He says, shalom, hey, Next, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining us, man. We are live and we're doing it right now, man. So, Cyber, is there anything that, you know, anything that you want to share with the people, you know, anything that's been on your mind, or anything that you've been going through, or just anything that you want to say to the people?
No, I definitely feel like I get some strange frequencies at me.
Okay.
A lot of depression frequency. Like, the isolation's already there, right? But you feel a depression. Trying to deflect, let's say.
Okay.
It's been really bad lately.
Wow, man. If you guys want to connect with Cyber, man, there is her email address is in the description. Also, her Twitter handle, if you guys are on Twitter. And for some reason, Twitter is does not support Next Level. Twitter does not will not support Next Level. Like I mean, as soon as Cyber can tell you, I told her, I was like, yo, she was like, Next, you gotta make a Twitter. I was like, all right, I'll make a Twitter. I'll make one. She's like, make it. And she was on me about it. You was on me. You know, remember that? for months. Like, you gotta make a Twitter. I was like, all right. So as soon as I made the Twitter, I mean, as soon as I didn't even put my symbol on there. I didn't put nothing. I just typed in Nexx, and next thing you know, it was like blocked, and it was like locked me out. I couldn't do anything. And I told Cyber that. I was like, Cyber, they don't mess with me. She's like, I'll make it for you. And what happened, Cyber, when you did that?
You did the same shit to me.
Blocked. Big shout out to Twitter, man. They don't. They do not support Next Level, nothing I'm doing. But it's all good though. I know, no hate or nothing. It's just, you know, I guess Twitter is not for me, I guess. I don't know, but Cyber definitely has a pop in Twitter. She's on Twitter right now. If you guys,
there's a lot of information about DARPA on there.
Yes, if you guys want to connect with her Twitter, it is on her Twitter link is in the description right now. Also, her Instagram link is in the description. If you guys want to connect with her on there, you're more than welcome to, you know, hit her up on Twitter at any time and, you know, make it happen. Definitely.
Somebody said in the comments they were looking for your number. Somebody tried to call in, I think.
Yeah, actually, yeah, man.
Right.
Right now, because it's like
you went offline.
Yeah, I see that. Like it's like interrupting the connection here. Hold on for the calls for right now. I'll give you guys the green light and let you guys know when is a good time to call. Cause it's like the connection is going crazy right now. What the hell? But I appreciate you guys calling in. Now look at this. Now look at that. Cyber, they messing with the
my screen.
They messing with a lot of stuff right now. It's going crazy. Oh man, look at that! Look at the picture. They just cropped your picture like so huge. They are going in right now. This is great.
Give them the finger for me, Nexx.
Wait, say that one more time.
Give them the finger for me.
Oh man, I gotta go back and recrop it, man. The stream is under attack right now, guys. The stream is under attack. It's under attack. Alright, but I got this though. We're gonna get it back going. I gotta make sure I get this good and crop it just right. Man, they just blew you up, Cyber. You blowing up out here. Definitely blowing up out here.
Scary.
Yeah. Man. But you know what, man? I think that, you know, since 2017, since I figured out what was going on and all the videos and the things that I used to watch and the things that I used to see, like, I figure, like, you know, the TI community is coming a long way, you know, like, it's definitely coming a long way. And,
the problem is that we don't get mainstream media coverage.
No, I don't.
Because they want weapons exist.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen, man. Because it's mainstream media, right?
Project Mockingbird of the CIA.
Yeah, it's mainstream media, man, and they, you know, oh my God, like Cyber, they keep messing with you. They keep messing with your picture, man. I'm so serious.
This is new.
This is crazy. It's like a little sliver now.
Weird.
Wow. Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting.
Here I am.
No, it's just gone. Like, it's just like a little sliver is gone. It's like a little sliver. It's gone. All right. Well, that's interesting. Cyber, where are you? Where'd you go?
I'm still here. Am I here on Skype?
Yeah. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just, it did some really funny stuff. Like, your picture is just, I can see you here, but when it's time to get you in here. It's like it's just gone. Wow, this is interesting.
Took me away.
Yeah, actually
disappeared.
Yeah. Well, we'll get
See
you.
that?
Yeah, we'll get you back on in a second, man. Guys, I want you to check out my friends. I played a clip of this earlier. He's coming out with the we're having a little technical, and some attacks on the stream right now. I got this together. I want you guys to check out my boy's his promo he got going on for his gang stalking documentary, and I'll be right back, guys.
The legacy of MK Ultra and COINTELPRO is being played out in the lives of thousands today. Individuals become targets for various reasons. Some are political activists or whistleblowers, while others are simply human beings, chosen as experimental subjects at random. Target practice.
I don't fucking know, mate. Look, don't get fucking smart, man. Don't all fucking kick and push that car backwards, right? Hey, how does it feel to be a rat dog, man? Do you do this for free? Are you a rat dog for free, or do you get paid? Hey, I ask you, do you get paid to be a rat and a dog, or do you do it for free? Don't get smart, you fucking skunk. I'm just asking you, do you get paid to be a rat? I'm not doing my fucking time.
Speak to the camera. Are they crazy? I've been
Let's call it bullying on steroids. Talking about gang stalking. But it actually has nothing to do with the gangs that you first think of.
That's going to the Governor General, state and federal.
I ask you not to send any more letters to me.
You're wearing a Rothschild's crown on your thing.
To control the human mind, after decades of experimentation and billions of dollars.
On the top of your badge there is actually the Rothschild's crown. You are working for a foreign company.
The terrifying reality of being targeted with high-tech radio frequency and microwave weaponry is a nightmare that very few...
Yeah, call the cops. Call. I'll call you here too. Call. Be a fucking rat and a dog. Go call them.
All right, we got you back, Cyber. We got you back. All right, man. I don't know what just happened here. It was like all kinds of stuff was just happening on my end. Like, there's definitely something going on, man. I need to get some more cybersecurity, man, going on. Cyber, I need your help. I need your help over here right now. They actually just took your picture, like they just took it and it was just gone. And I couldn't even recrop it. It was just like, it was just gone. I had to go back in and upload another one. I thought I had lost you. I didn't know what was happening. I started getting some Skype messages. You know, somebody knows that I'm live right now. I don't know why they, they failed to do that then, but it's all good though, you know.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
You know who it is.
Yep. And
in Florida. It's a
Yo, man, it's crazy down there in Florida, man. Have you been down there to Florida? You know, since all of this.
It was not since. It's been since 03.
Okay.
02.
Okay.
I was in Cape Canaveral.
Really? Wow. So this was before you knew anything about, you know, what was going on. And what has like some, I know you've been doing a quite a bit of traveling, you know, around like myself. What are some of the heaviest targeted spots that you have been to, I want to say, in the past, you know, 5 years that you could, you know, share with the people?
That would be California.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, you've been, there's been some other places that you've been to, right?
I deal mainly with people being remote controlled around me. Years. Wherever I go. Like even here in Texas. You know, with my dad. Yeah. And then my mom. A lot of people I've lived with.
Wow. Now, is there some spots that, like, kind of like how it was for us in St. Louis? And I tell people that St. Louis is an awesome place, man. If y'all, you know, you want to go there, that is a, you know, I'm not going to say nothing happens there because I can't speak for, you know, everywhere in that town, but I know where we were on the south end or the south side where that was, that it was beautiful. It's a beautiful place. It was nothing happening there. Is there any safe spots that you have traveled to where, you know, this besides St. Louis that you could say, you know, things was pretty smooth?
I mean, things have been smooth per se, but it's like, look at Brian too. He travels all over the world. Stories in Hong Kong, and he's still getting targeted because they're doing it by satellite.
Yeah.
They're called relay platform stations, I think is what Justin described it as. And, you know, essentially they're just a network of satellites that can follow around and target people around you because it doesn't matter where the perpetrators are, whether they be in Florida or some other base in the U.S. They can go to Hong Kong, they can go to Texas, Washington State, D.C., doesn't freaking matter, and they can do this stuff.
Yeah, they can.
Problem. And it's not just our country that does it. I do believe that other major countries that have the money to do it, such as China, and other places are doing it as well. That's why we see targeting all over the world, because it's not necessarily the U.S. Maybe it's China, or maybe it's some other country that's coming online. Maybe Israel. Who knows, right? So we need to recognize that this is a worldwide problem, regardless of where the other people are, where we are.
Yeah.
The United States Constitution.
Yeah.
And it's U.S. soil. It is a crime against humanity, and it has been outlawed, I don't know, by the Constitution. And since that was in place in 1776, if we can't get them to stop, then we need to revolt. I was telling you about Chris Hedges, who is a journalist who's been reporting about stuff. He sees the economy falling very soon. He says within the next 10 years, the U.S. economy will be completely dismantled. Give them the ability to bring on the police state.
Yeah.
Because if they can upset the United States in such a way they can create a civil war, regardless of how they do it, whether they crash the economy, where they do red versus blue, black versus white, whatever it is that they try to do, then they can bring in the police state, which is where they can bring full and control. And I think they need the 5G network completely in control to do so. I think that's why we are in the last days right now, because that network is up and running, because my parents have 5G from Verizon on their phones.
Yeah.
And when this goes online, I think they'll just be able to microwave. This is what I think. They'll be able to microwave you to death in your home.
Yeah.
Come in. They have the technology to come in with a suit on, so you can't see they're there. My friends that were active Delta Force in Iraq saw these suits. They exist, where they can walk into your house and you don't even know they're there, which may be some of the targeting stuff that goes on, because these suits have been available since 2008. And then what they can do after that is they can just wipe you out of your house, or wipe your family's memory that you existed, and then you were a non-entity, never existed.
Really?
I think that's what the control grid would be, yeah.
Wow.
Just bury in your front yard. Bury in the backyard.
Wow.
Like you were never here.
Oh my goodness. Yo, they are really messing with my... They are really messing with this stream right now.
Because I'm speaking the truth. And that's what they're doing.
Oh, yeah. Let me see here. This is lots of fun. Lots of fun. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so let me see. Let me
you have active knowledge of a program.
Check in here. It just like completely switched.
Classified, and you no longer have classification security clearance because you have been evicted from your position for whatever reason. You and your families will be next on the list. I guarantee it.
All right, let's keep it.
Sorry, that needs to be said to these guys because if they are hacking us and they are who I think they are,
yeah.
They should be dealt with accordingly, and they need a reminder that they could be next.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, that's always my thing. Next is that they need to know they are also have the ability to be just like us. They are no different.
Yeah, I totally agree. But you know, they think they're like, you know, big time, the big shots. You know, they think that they can't, like it can't happen to them. But you know, man, I don't know. One day when they're waking up and they're hearing voices,
the pedophiles may need to be dealt with accordingly.
When they
pedophiles next.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, like they do things and they you know, they mess with kids, they mess with children, and you know, all kind of crazy stuff is happening to people, and you know, like I mean, it's like what. I don't even know, man. Like, you know, they, just like you said, they can be next, and that is a fact here. Man, oh man, they are definitely attacking the stream today. All right, man. So, let me tell you what happened. They switched my signals over. They cropped your pictures. They're messing with my end calling right now. I saw somebody left a comment. It was Gina here. She said that was me calling in, and they really don't want me here. And I don't know if she is implying like maybe that I don't want her here or we don't want her. That's definitely not it.
No,
it's just a connection issue right now, Gina. And I'm gonna be posting another phone number here shortly in the comment section that, you know, people can call in, because things like this happen all the time, and I'm like prepared for it. You know, before we go live, you know, I am prepared for this kind of stuff, and we definitely want to hear from the people, man, and that's why we do this. You know, we definitely do this, and I'm gonna have a new number that I'm gonna put in the chat room. I'm gonna put it right in, post it right in the chat box. So, you know, anybody wants to call in, they can call. Let's see here. Somebody says, "Rest in peace, Cece." Man, rest in peace, Cece. Let's see here. Gma says, "Everyone, please watch Control Factor. It tells you a lot about this program. It's a real eye opener, and that is a whole fact, man." Pope Fiction says, "Thanks, Gma, for the Control Factor video." Yeah, that's a movie, man. It is crazy, and I think everybody needs to see it. Man, we're experiencing a couple, you know, technical things, man. They're like attacking the stream really heavy, man, for some odd reason. I have no clue why, you know, things was moving the way it was, but you know, we got the, you know, got things moving back regular now, and let me see here. And I don't know, it's still it's still moving. I don't know. Still not moving right, man.
Right.
Yeah, man. They definitely attacking the stream right now. This is great. This is excellent. Oh man. Oh my goodness.
You're screwing your connection. You can see it on Skype.
Say that one more time.
You're screwing with your connection and your poor connection written on Skype.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know what is happening here. But you know what, man? I don't know. I think I might just end it, man, because this is like, it's like going crazy right now. I don't know why it's doing this.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. It's definitely not. Oh, look at that. It's trying to come back. It's trying to come back here. Let me see. It's definitely not. It's definitely not supposed to be doing that, man. But you know, these things happen sometimes. You know. I love that beautiful smile you're wearing. Oh man, this is interesting, man. Let me see, man. Let me type into the people.
Do we need?
Oh man. Oh man.
And we need to do our own network of satellites and security, cybersecurity through that. So
absolutely. Absolutely.
It's got to come from both ends. We got to protect